evening, Arab Love viewers. Welcome to this English news edition. Here are the top stories. United Nations humanitarian coordinators in Yemen continues his visit to Djibouti. And on the international scenes, the government presented its plan to preserve forests against fires in Greece. Those were the headlines. Thanks for joining us in our newsroom. His Excellency the Minister of Environment and Sustainable Development, Mr. Mohammed Abdul Qadir Musa Helem, received in his office yesterday, Thursday, a high-level UN delegation led by the UN resident coordinators, United Nations in Yemen, Mr. David Graisley. The coordinators of the United Nations organization in Djibouti, Mr. Jose, participated in this meeting, as well as the UNDP representative, Ms. Emma Eno. The meeting was attended by the Secretary General of the Ministry of Environment and Sustainable Development, Mr. Dini Abdallah, and the technical advisor to the Minister. The meeting is a discussion were focused on a process of reshipping the oil that was rescued from the Lake to Safur platform, and it was threatened by a leak of the resident coordinators of the United Nations organization Yemen expressed his thanks and gratitude to the Republic of Djibouti for its support of this important process, facilitating service, logistic, and transportation of equipment to combat oil spill within our borders, port and prison authorities, as well as their temporary storage and container shipments to its final destination. And the chairman of the Port and Prisons Authorities, Mr. Abubakar Umar Hadi, received yesterday morning a high-ranking delegation arrive at the central headquarters of Djibouti Free Trade Zone from United Nations, headed by David Graisley, United Nations coordinators for humanitarian affairs in Yemen, accompanied by the resident coordinators of a UN organization in Djibouti. This visit came within the framework of a week transporting a process, oil, and to safe platform. The Republic of Djibouti, through the port authorities, played a leading role in the work in coordination with the United Nations authorities responsible for implementing the rescue operation. The delegation consists of several important figures, including Mr. William David and the United Nations resident coordinators for the humanitarian affairs in Yemen, resident representative of United Nations Development Program in Djibouti, and personalities others.
I'd like to thank the government of Djibouti and the port of Djibouti for the continuous support and assistance during this project. And the team and I are very happy that we have finished the project in a very successful way, and the Red Sea is safe, and an environmental disaster has been prevented.
In a speech by the head of port and prisons authorities, confirmed that the Safar chip was discussed during this meeting of the coast of Red Sea north in the Yemen, which was being carried out on boats, 1,100,000 barrels of crude oil. This ship was in danger, he said, of sinking or explosion. Therefore, the United Nations and the United Nations program made a major effort that has been made at the political, diplomatic, and technical levels in order to avoid pollution in the Red Sea and the Gulf of Aden. He concluded. The Minister of Energy in charge of natural resources, Mr. Yunis Ali Gedi, participated yesterday, Thursday, at the 5th regional meeting of the International Energy Alliance Solar for the African region, which opened its work in Kigali, the capital of Republic of Rwanda. At the head of an important delegation, Minister Yunis Ali Gedi participated, representing the Republic of Djibouti in this meeting held from August 30 and 1 September 2023. This meeting is organized every year before the opening of the agency's General Assembly International Energy Commission scheduled this year in New Delhi, in the Indian capital. It is an important meeting for the main players in the African solar energy sectors. The conference brought together hundreds of participants from all over the African continent, especially energy ministers from more than 38 African member states, International Solar Alliance. More than 12 topics were placed on the agenda for this edition. The representative of United States Agency for International Development, Ms. Nancy, headed in the region the meeting at the head of a high-level delegation to the income areas in order to officially hand over computer equipment and furniture for regional council officials in the region. Upon their arrival in Dakhil region, the delegation was received with a warm welcome by the prefect of Dakhil region, by Mr. Hassan Abdi Roble. This visit was an opportunity to exchange views and demonstrate the U.S. agency's commitment for international development in the region. Following the reception ceremony, the delegation headed to the regional council which were dedicated site to organize a delivery ceremony of computer equipment. The delegation also was received upon its arrival at the regional council headquarters by officials of Dakhil region, including acting head of Dakhil Regional Council, Mr. Ibrahim Johar, and the Secretary General of the Regional Council, Mr. Abdullah Muhammad Hassan, in addition to the head of police detachment in Dakhil Governorate, representative of local associations, local elected representative and resident in Dakhil region participated in this organization. Acting chairman of Dakhil Regional Council, Mr. Ibrahim Johar, in his speech, said at the beginning of his speech, he thanked all the attendants participating in this occasion and thanked the representative of the United Nations Agency for the International Development for this visit and did not fail to thank the USAID for its dedication to supporting local development, providing support and internal region, and also delivering computer equipment but to the technical tools to them within which will enhance the capacity and efficiency of region in managing region's affairs. In her speech by the representative of United States Agency for International Development, Ms. Nancy, she said that this formal handover ceremony represents an opportunity, an important step in promoting cooperation between USAID and local association of the interior region. Indeed, the delegation visits various offices at the headquarters of the regional council, equipped with official furniture and computers. This step comes within the project to support civil society participations in the process of local development funded by U.S. Government through the agency American International Development. This was expressed on behalf of the people who were on the province, express its gratitude and deep thanks to the United States Agency for International Development for her continuous and unwavering support, commitment to achieve the local development of the Income region. As part of the ongoing preparation for the new academic year 2023-2024, extensive rehabilitation and cleanup operations have been going on for several weeks for educational institutions in the city of Ali Sabeh region. According to regional officials, this work is essential to welcome school students and high school students into the classroom with a suitable atmosphere for teaching. Basic schools will open their doors Sunday, the 3rd of September, and Tuesday, September 2023, for general, technical, and vocational secondary education. All preparation for the start of the school's years have been carried out by various agencies concerned. Educational schools are ready for a proper start to academic year. The administration of the Ali Sabeh High Schools in district held its first introductory meeting yesterday morning, Thursday, 31 August 2023. A speech by the principal of Ariya Secondary Schools, Ahmed Abdelkader Aukiye, confirmed that this meeting represents an opportunity for teachers and the Ministry of Education family in secondary schools to determine the school's direction according to the ministry for the new academic year. In an exemplary initiative to ensure the health and well-being of the employees, Dr. Absi Regional District in Ali Sabeh launched an important historical event under leadership of Director of Regional Hospital launched various vaccination for employees against hepatitis livers in line with the roadmap developed by the Ministry of Health. This initiative highlights the regional hospital's ongoing commitment to safety and the health of employees and through implementing the roadmap policy that is developed the Ministry of Health. The hospital demonstrates its leadership role in promoting health within his medical team. The vaccination process took place on Wednesday, August 30, in the meeting room. The hospital include all members of the operating room of maternity staff to attend this important event. As part of combating the increase in road accident, the National Police carried out an important operation yesterday, wide range in various roads of capital. All National Police units were deployed on various roads to check various rules related to the highway rules, such as wearing seat belts. Recently, it has been observed that the main cause of road accidents are due to largely driving under the influence of drugs. In this regard, all National Police units were mobilized yesterday evening up to early in the morning for inspections. his speech, the Captain Ismail Hared Bouh, head of the National Police detachments, concerned with the methods of reminding motorists to respect the highway rules. It can save lives, so it's nothing that this process will continue as long as necessary in order to educate drivers about road hazards. And now for the regional scenes, at the press conference held in Mogadishu, the Deputy Minister of Information of the federal commitment of the government of Somalia, Mr. Abdurrahman Sheikh Yusuf Al Adala, who recently held a press conference, issues a warning to those who are spreading false propaganda against the Prime Minister Mohammed Hussein Roble. Al Adala said that those uploading to shame the Prime Minister's name were seek to disrupt the election process because their interests were not met, adding that it was unfortunate that the government also officials have been used to spread this propaganda against the Prime Minister. The minister also said that the prime minister was warning the official of the national army not to get involved in the politics of the country, but instead to fulfill their duties and serve the people of Somalia in accordance with their legal obligation. And now for the international scenes, in Italy, a train hit and killed 5 workers who were carrying out a nighttime maintenance work near Turin. The train, which was carrying empty wagons on the Milan-Turin line, was traveling at a speed of 160 kilometers when it collided with the team replacing part of the track. According to the initial founding of the investigation, the community responsible for managing Italy's railway network has confirmed that 5 workers from a work of externals subcontractors died when a train out of a commercial service train collided with them shortly before midnight to bodies of workers. This is it for this edition. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful evening.